Hello everyone, this is Andy from Churton Park Pianos, and I've just been in touch with a customer. He's moving house, and the piano movers that I normally use, they can't get to her before she moves house. She's asked me to give her some advice on how to move a grand piano. So first of all, I must stress that if you are moving a grand piano, I would use professionals. You could get injured. There's just no end of things that could go wrong. So I want people that can help. She's got van, all that sort of thing. So I thought I'd just do a quick video on how to move a piano grand. 4'4" baby grand. The stuff that you'll need: a little dolly. You can buy them from your local hardware store, ready-made if you want. But I've just made this out of loads of bits of junk that I had lying around. And also, you're going to need a prop that is a couple of inches higher than the lip of the piano. Okay, so there it is. So this needs to be a little bit higher than the bottom of the piano, and this is to prop the piano up when you're taking the legs and the pedals off. All right, so let's get into it. So the first thing you'll need to remove is the top lid. This is the top lid here, and these are the pins that hold the hinges together. These, more often than not, they just pull out. Sometimes you need pliers just to give you a hand getting these pins out. This one comes out easily, and then this one comes out as well, and then you can lift the top lid off the piano. So once that lid is off, you need then to remove the hinges here. So the other parts of the hinges are on the lid down there. So they can stay on. You don't need to unscrew those, but you need to unscrew these ones because otherwise they sit proud. And if you when you put it on its side, there's too much pressure on here, and this piece of wood from the cabinet here can break or get damaged, or the hinges can bend because they're only soft brass. So in this case, there's 3 screws, flathead screwdriver, nice and easy. I've got loads on today, so I'm just doing this video real quick for this customer. There you go, so now that's nice and flat. I'll do this one. There you go. So that's the last one done. So now it's completely flat, and these are all the bits, so I'll gather those all up. All right. Now the music desk comes out. All right, music desk. Next to the lid. So the fall, or the full board, you can take this out, but I always just leave it closed. And a piece of paper just in between here. So if I just close that, wedge that, keeps the lid closed just enough to stop it from flinging open when it's on its side. So that's all you need to do for that, and then what you need to do is you need to just prop the piano up. So you're going to prop the piano up on the left hand side. So if you lift the piano up there, and the leg is slightly lifted off the ground, and you can get access to the pedals as well. So the first thing I take off is the pedals. Now in this case you've got some nuts that are easy enough to take off by yourself. Sometimes if they're really tight you just need pliers. So you've got one there, and then another one on this side. Okay, so I've taken off the pedals and they just come away. Now sometimes there's like a rod. This one's got, it's actually missing, but there's sometimes there's a rod that goes in the back of the pedals and goes in underneath somewhere. There's the hole for it there. Bolts. and the pedals so I know where they are, and that can be transported separately. Next thing to come off is this leg on the left hand side. Don't do it on that side because you need this flat side. And what we've got here, we've got flat headed screws. Now the original ones have been filled in, maybe the hole was just too loose and they've just put new screws in, so I just need to undo 4 screws for the piano onto this blanket here at the side. If they're facing this way like this one is now, as you're lowering it down it can flick around really quickly, which can either snap the caster off or damage the leg, so you just need to make sure that that's turned around facing that way, the way that the back leg is facing, and then you just gently lower it down onto this blanket. Alright, here we go. So once you've lifted the piano, it's quite light because obviously most of the weight is on the back there, so you're going to just lower it down onto the blanket here. So the piano now is, the edge is on the blanket here, and we're just going to push the piano over so that it lies on its side. Alright, so the piano is now on its side, and there is two legs to remove now. So we've got this leg here and we've got that leg there, and then once those 2 legs are off, it's pretty much ready to move around. Alright, so now all the legs are off, the pedals are off. Options now are either to use lots of blankets and cardboard and slide it around, wrap it in some sort of like shrink wrap like that. Need to put it onto a dolly like this one that I made. And what you lift the piano up onto the curved end, so that way, so kind of rolling it over, and then putting the dolly underneath so that you can roll the piano around. I'm going to do this on my own, but I would not recommend doing it on your own. If you've got loads of people to help you, that's great. All right. So, these wheels have not got that much grip on, so I'm just going to use a couple of rubber mats. Alright, so the grand piano is now balancing on the back. So what you can do is you can move the blanket out of the way, get your wheels into place. Okay. So as I say, don't try this at home, kids. Use that. All right, and then once it's at its destination, you just do the reverse of what I've just done. Professional movers if you can. I've been moving pianos for a long time, so I'm quite used to how they move. So the more people you've got, the better. And just use lots of blankets. Use cardboard. When you're using lots of people, good communication as well. Take your time and just do one step at a time and you'll be fine. Alright guys, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.